Here we are. Okay, and so I am the training specialist with Bridge MLS. So basically, what I do for all of our participants and subscribers, such as yourself, is I host live training webinars. Oh, here's Jessie. Okay. I think this is the only person left to join. We have Rachel. And then Jen. Hi, thank you so much for your patience.
Oh, you're welcome. Can I ask you a question? So
Yeah.
I'm new to all this, and
Sure.
on the page that said it was there was required training. Is this
This
is
isn't
this
the required?
No, it's not. Okay. Would you do me a favor and like maybe drop in the chat the link to that? Because I went to the website /events and then there was a pre-recorded one and now I can't find it.
Yeah, so we do have a pre-recorded one on our website or on our YouTube, but you do have to attend. And that's why I was like, oh, I don't think we should have that up there. It might give the misconception that you don't have to attend a live class. But yeah, I can, let me write that down. And so new member orientation link. Yeah, I can drop that. It's just a registration link for next month. Yeah, I can do that.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
This is, yeah, for Rachel, right? Okay, just in case you run out of time, I can just email it to you as well.
Okay, awesome. Thank you for
okay. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, you would want to reach out to me for any training needs on any of our member products. Again, I host live webinars. You'll see my training calendar on our website. If you have any questions or any problems going through the system, you're having trouble like conducting a search or entering a listing, if you're having any trouble navigating through the system, we have our support team that's available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. that can help you. At the end of the slide, I'll have all the contact information for you. But today I'm going to show you how to access Connect MLS. I'll show you how to navigate through the home page. We'll go over the market activity and how to customize it for your area of focus. Show you the listings. So this is a new feature for Connect MLS prior to, actually this month is the first time that we're having that capability of, let me just mute my phone. The capability of adding listings into Connect MLS. So really happy about that. So I'll go over that. Show you how to create a very basic residential search. Show you what those results look like on a spreadsheet view. Then we're going to go into a detailed report, the MLS report, and I'll show you what that looks like. Show you how to enter your contacts and auto notifications. And then we'll go into settings and the help section. So when I show you the settings part, it's a really important part I would say to pay attention to closely. This is where you're going to find your agent branding. You update your contact information. The help section also is a really neat tool that you can use for any training purposes. And so Jimmy, like you said, if this class is going to be recorded, it is. I can share the recording with you once it's uploaded. But if there's any other videos you want to watch, that help section is really, really cool. It's a really great tool. And I will show that to you when I get into the system. And then we'll go over the contact information. Okay, so a little bit about Connect MLS. So it recognizes the screen size and it'll adjust its layout to provide an optimal user experience without downloading an app. So again, you won't have to download an app. If you log into Connect MLS on your smartphone, your laptop, or your computer, it's going to automatically recognize the screen size and customize. And so here you see on the screen what it will look like. So this is the home page. What it looks like on the laptop, regular size, same information you're going to see on your iPad, and the same information, just kind of move some things around on your smartphone. This is why we call Connect MLS our first system of choice, because it's 100% mobile responsive. So if you're out and about, using Connect MLS, you pretty much can conduct all of your business on Connect MLS. Some of the key features are the powerful searches, the embedded transaction management system. One of my favorite features in the Connect MLS is that transaction management system, and I'll go over that during class. Again, it's mobile friendly. It has a client portal that's really, really helpful. You can do multiple workspaces, and I'll show you that. So you could do customizations, real-time prospecting. It has lead generations, financial calculators. It has a ton. So again, anything that you need, whether you're in front of your laptop or on the go, is right there within Connect MLS.
Okay, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
How do I get into Connect MLS on my phone? Like, do I go connectmls.com?
So you're going to go, and I'll show you that here in a second when I log in. So you're just going to go in through our website. So you go to bridgemls.com,
Okay.
and then you'll see the link for your MLS login. So you'll click on that. And then once you go into your MLS login, you're going to see all of your member applications. You'll see the little button that says Connect MLS, and then click on that. And then that gets you into the system. Now, what you could do, depending on if you have an iPhone or an Android, I don't know which one you have, but you can save that link, so that particular homepage to your home screen. So you can save that so that it kind of works like an app. So you can save it to your home screen and click on it. It's going to automatically open up Connect MLS for you. So add it as a shortcut.
See it here. Yeah, I see it here. So you put your username and password just similar to how you Okay, got it.
Yeah. So again, Connect MLS is designed to keep you at the forefront of every real estate transaction. So it provides on-the-go access with full functionality on any device. So whether you're at the office or outside of a listing, Connect MLS provides convenient access to the MLS tools and for you and your clients. So here's some good to know information. So it was built by a realtor. So its functionality is seamless, it's intuitive, designed with real estate professionals in mind. It has a lot of data. So we have collaborated with 7 other MLSs, and so through the NorCal MLS Alliance. So in within Connect MLS, you are going to have access to data from our local jurisdiction, which is Bay East AOR, Contra Costa, SFAR, MLS listings, Barry's, Metro List, and then there's more as well. And I'll get to that in a second. Again, it's mobile friendly, no download necessary. And then the Client Connect portal. So this is where you're going to find your auto prospecting, easy access, and agent branding. But additionally, through Connect MLS and Connect MLS only, you do have additional coverage. So not only do you have coverage through our local jurisdiction, but you have access to CDAR, CLAW, CRMLS, and CRISNet as well, only through Connect MLS. And so here you see on my screen, this is the coverage map. So logging in, you have access to Northern California, and then you have lots of access here to Southern California as well. So that's through Bridge, SFAR, MLS listings, CRMLS, CRISNet, the MLS, Barry's, and Metro List. Here's just a closer look at the Southern California region. So we really like this because, typically whenever you are working with the client that moves out of your area, you refer those clients out to some of your colleagues that do have access to the MLS and so forth. But with Connect MLS, you don't have to do that. If they're moving or relocating from Southern California or from Northern California to Southern California, you have access to that data. Also, it's also a good way to market yourself in Southern California for those that are relocating to Northern California as well. So a popular key feature within the system is the smart bar. So it is a dynamic smart bar. It works just like you would use like Google in a sense. It displays results in real time as you enter the criteria. So clicking within the empty smart bar tool here, I know, Jimmy, if you have Connect MLS up on your phone, if you just want to try it right now, but you'll see the smart bar at the top of the screen. And then if you click on there, you can run searches. You could look up client names. You can do pretty much anything. And what we like about the smart bar is it date and time stamps everything. So let's just say you're working from home on your laptop, you're working with a search or a particular listing, and you actually are out and about, you're working on your phone, you drive up to that listing, you need to get that information. You just pull up Connect MLS, go to your smart bar, click within your smart bar, and then you'll see your information, date and time stamped here. And you can pull up, just click on that listing, it's going to bring it right up. And I'll show you how to do this once we get into the system, but it's really cool. Okay, and so this is our support team here. This is me, Carmen Miranda. Again, I'm the training and PR specialist. If you have any questions regarding any training, you need additional training, if I didn't cover anything specific, I do follow an agenda here with specific training things, because this is just Connect MLS Essentials, but there is advanced training, or I could do one-on-one training if you have some specific needs. So reach out to me. My number is 510-848-4297, or email me at carmen@bridgemls.com. And then our technical support team, they're available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. If you have any trouble working within the system, and if you're trying to list any of your homes on the system, and you're having trouble, with anything, any kind of trouble you have, I really want to emphasize this. We don't want you to sit there and kind of, rack your brain or, get frustrated with the system, because it is easy, it's intuitive. You shouldn't have any problems with it, but contact our support team if you do. That's what they're there for. Their number is 925-363-2333, or you can shoot them an email, support@bridgemls.com. And that is the end of that presentation. So what I'm going to do is just dive in. I'm going to open up Connect MLS on my laptop. I'm going to share my screen so that you can see that.
Would you mind repeating that support number again, Carmen?
Oh, yeah, actually. So it's 925-363-2333.
Okay, perfect. Thank you.
You're my pleasure. And I'm just moving some things around. Okay, here we are. So this is our Bridge website. Let me just minimize myself because I don't want to look at myself the entire time I'm talking. So this is our Bridge website. It's bridgemls.com. Here you see the home screen, and this is going to be your MLS login. But before I show you the MLS login, I just wanted to also show you down here, the right-hand corner of the screen is the online chat with us system. This is for our support team too. So if you're on our website, again, if you're working within any of our systems and need technical support, there also is a live chat as well. So you have their phone number, their email, and their chat. So I'm going to go ahead and log in to the MLS login. Oh, before I do that, let me also show you, because I did have You asked about training for new member orientation. Let me go to that real quick. So for next month, new member orientations on Wednesday. Let me copy this link and then put it in the chat. So if you haven't, this is a required class. So there you go.
And that's
So,
in person?
No, we're not doing in-person training yet. So it's a
Okay.
live class. It's a live Zoom class.
Okay, perfect. And I see Wednesday the 11th.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
Yeah, so
wonderful.
it's from 12 to 3. Yeah, 12 to 3.
Perfect.
So what I do is I do Connect MLS Essential. So I basically teach this class, but the condensed like 15-minute version. So I go real fast. I don't really cover, as much as I would this particular class. And then I go into Paragon because with our company, we do provide 2 MLS platforms. So we provide access to Paragon MLS, and we give you access to Connect MLS. And so I go over both platforms, and then I show you how to navigate through our website. And then Lynn pops on from 2 to 3. She goes over rules and regulations.
Okay, great. And then we just
Yeah.
use that link. Do we just show up on Wednesday on Zoom, or do we need to
Yeah.
register?
No, you do need to register in advance, and then you will get an automatic thank you for registering email with all of the information on there.
So is
Okay.
so is that the introduction Connect MLS webinar on the 11th from 12 to 3, right?
That is new member orientation. So if you haven't done your new member orientation and you're a new agent, that is a required class that you have to take, I think, within the first 30 days, maybe 60.
I think
I think I'm way past that.
Oh, you haven't done it?
I haven't done it.
Oh, okay, click on that link and sign up because you could get some penalties. You might get shut out the system.
Basically, it's the introduction, right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So how do we register, Carmen? I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
So let me go in there real quick. So to register, so all you would have to do is go to member benefits under events and training.
Okay.
So you click on that and then just scroll down and you'll see my calendar here. So it's already on May. These little arrows here, you can scroll up, the months or back if you need to. But yeah, so May, scroll down and you'll see the new member orientation here.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. All right, so here is once I logged in through the MLS login and new member orientation, if you haven't taken that class yet, we'll go over all of this, like all of the member center member benefits. You might have some questions, depending on the things that I cover for Connect MLS for that I would cover in new member orientation. So then this is your member application center here. We have all of our member products. So you're going to see Connect MLS, and then you also see Paragon. So right now you have access to both of these. They both house the same data. So they still share the same local jurisdictions that I mentioned. The only difference is that, because we get that question a lot, well, what's the difference? The difference is that Paragon doesn't give you access to Southern California, those 4 other MLSs. You only get that with Connect MLS. And that's basically the only difference. They both have the same data. So if you go in to Paragon and upload a listing, that listing is shared over into Connect MLS, vice versa. If you upload a listing Connect MLS, you'll see that information on Paragon. So I'm going to click on Connect MLS, and so this is what the home page looks like here. So at the top of the screen here, you have your navigational toolbar. And then this is actually the home screen, and you have these, what we call widgets, these little squares here, where you can conduct your business. So when you log into Connect MLS for the first time, or when you log into Connect MLS, your homepage might look a little bit different. And that's because these little widgets can be customized. You can move these widgets around. With the exception of this widget, the client activity, the center one, and the bulletin. Those will always have to be front and center. But so if you want to move these around and customize it, you can just click within the box, click, drag, and just move it into another box.
So Carmen, the connected MLS listing on the computer is slightly different from the one that's on the phone, right? Because your page looked totally different from mine.
Yes, yeah. So you'll still have all the same functionalities. It's just going to look a little bit different. So I'll show you. So if I just click on listings here, this is probably what you see here.
Yeah.
So then your listings are right here on the side. Yeah, it's a little bit different.
Okay.
And so go here to the home page. I'm going to go back. So then I move my shortcuts. So I could just move these around. So just FYI, if you go into your home page and it looks slightly different, it's because I've moved my widgets around. So I'll go over these widgets quickly and then go over into these navigational toolbars, tell you how to use them, and then we'll go in and do a search and show you how to upload a client and do auto prospecting for your clients. But the first widget you're going to see here is showing time. This box is going to allow you to confirm any appointments on any of your listings, confirm any appointments that you've requested for a listing, or any feedback requested. So this clicking on these is going to take you directly to showing time, and then you can conduct your business. Transaction updates. This is associated with your listing. So if you have any listings within the system, you'll see all of the messages, any updates within here. So it allows you to, quickly work those messages for any of your listings. You also have shortcuts here. So you have shortcuts to your listings, my favorites, clients, and so forth. Tools, resources, and links. This is where you're going to find your Bridge MLS rules and regulations link. So that's really important to know. If you haven't taken that class yet, if you're not familiar with Bridge MLS rules and regulations, I highly suggest clicking on here and taking a look at that. And then we have other just, quick links and resources to any of some of our member products as well. To the right of the screen here, you're going to see bulletins. So these are going to be directly from us. And you'll see here I have 7 unread messages. So I highly recommend when you log into Connect MLS, you just briefly take a look at the bulletin and make sure you're not missing any important updates or anything like that. So like this message here says upcoming MLS rules section changes. So just make sure you're taking a look at that, because we communicate with our members a lot. So this market activity here, this is going to tell you what's going on in the market that you have set up within this market activity here, and I'll show you what that looks like here. So it's going to tell you in the area what's new, what's expired, any price changes, a hot list, your sold, and pending. Right now, I have my market activity to refresh every day. So every day, this is updating with new information. But you can set this, you can change this for however many days you want. I think you can go back like 30 days. So let's just say if you happen to have off a weekend, you were not working Saturday and Sunday, you come into the office and you want to know what happened over the weekend, or it could be that you were off Wednesday, Tuesday and Wednesday, or what have you, and you're back in the office on Thursday. You want to know what happened the last 2 days, so you can change that number from a 1 and just change it to a 2. And either hit enter or refresh. And then it's going to tell you anything that's new in your area, expired, and so forth. If you just want to run like some historical information, you know, like, oh, in the past, you can't go more than 30 days, but if you want to run like, oh, in the past 30 days, I want to see, you know, what's sold in my area. So you can change that to 30, hit refresh, and look at that. Gives you all of the, so you can click on this, sold. It's 24 listings, and it's going to give you a spreadsheet view of all of the listings that were sold in that area, just in case you want to just happen to take a look at that. We go back home. So to customize your market activity, you're going to click on this link, Customize View, right by this pencil. So I'm going to click on that. Let me make sure you guys can see that. It's going to open up this box here. This is where you're going to select the class. You're going to select the area in which you want to watch, and then how you want it to display, whether you want it to display in a list or in a pie chart. I recommend keeping it in a pie chart. It's easier to read. So right here, class, you can either type it in or you can just click on this little drop-down menu here, and it's going to give you a list of classes that you can choose from. So you can choose multiple classes. You can choose one. Once you select the class that you want, you can just hit OK, and it's going to save that. And then for your area, if you know the area number, you can simply type it in this area here. If you want to remove any, you could just, you know, highlight and delete or hit backspace or what have you. If you need to do an area number search, all you would have to do is click on this little magnifying glass with the plus sign. Click on that. I'm going to have to do a new share, I think, here. Yeah, those boxes aren't coming up. And this is the box that you're going to see. So on the right of the screen, you have all of the areas that are selected. So right now I have, you know, my Alameda maps up, area numbers here. If you need to remove anyone, you just simply select the little X, you click on that, it's going to remove it. And then here's a list of the areas here. So you can scroll through and do your search, or you can type it in within this box to do your search. So if you're looking for something in Oakland, you can type in Oakland. It's going to give you all of the area numbers. And then once you find the one you want, you just click on it and it's going to add it to this section. This one's highlighted red because I already have it on my market activity, 21113. Here it is right here. But let's just say I want to add 2601. I just click on that and it's going to add 2601 there for me. And then you just hit OK, and then it's going to save it for you. Oh, I stopped sharing. Let's go back in. And then you hit OK, and then this updates your area for you. So it's real simple. This widget here, these are your automatic searches. If you have any automatic searches running for any of your clients, all of them are going to be displayed here. And then you can click on it if you need to make any edits to them. And right here, so this next thing, the last thing I wanted to talk about is your client activity. So these are all of the automatic searches that I have running for my client. So it's going to run through here kind of like, it's very similar to like a Facebook feed. That's how I like to explain it, because, and this is part of the client portal, which is really a really great tool, a really great way of staying connected with your clients. For example, here, this one here. So this is for my Alameda $1.2 million 2-bedroom, 1-bath automatic search I have running for this client. And so on my screen here, you see the comments in between. So, you know, my client was like, I love this one. Can I see it today? And then, well, this isn't a really good comment. You can just say yes. and then update. But basically, this is the way to communicate back and forth with your client, because once you enter a client in Connect MLS, they automatically get a client portal set up and all of that information emailed to them. And I'll show you what that looks like once we go in and set up your client. But it's really, really neat. If your client sent you a message to the client portal, again, you'll see it here when you log into Connect MLS, but you also will get emailed, depending on your notifications, how you have your notifications set up. But if you don't want to miss any notifications, you know, any comments and so forth from your clients, you know, make sure that you have your notifications set up. But it's really neat. I like that. Okay, let's go to the top real quick. I know we kind of started late, so I want to make sure that I kind of go through everything thoroughly, and I don't want to go over on time. I want to be very respectful of your time. But this is the My MLS, basically is the home page. So anywhere you are within Connect MLS, clicking on this little house will bring you right back to your home page. The next little here is what we call the search. This is where you're going to conduct general searches. So you can do a residential, lots and land. So you have all of your classes here. You could do a search by street address, a map search. You can do a search for an MLS number, tour open houses, and do a search with the company inventory and agent memberships. And then we'll go in. I'm going to show you how to do a residential search here in a bit. Listings, if you have a listing, this is where you're going to go. You can add new listings here, edit any listings, listing details, listing agent, and manage photos and all that stuff here. This is such a great tool here, especially if you're working within your smartphone. Say, like, I'll just give you a quick example. Say you are at your listing and you're walking around and you thought, and you know, you're happen to be there right at the perfect time, you know, sunset, and you're like, this is a perfect picture I want to add to my listing. You could take a picture with your phone, and right from your phone, go in and edit your photos. And when you click on edit photos, let me show you what it looks like from. So this is what the mobile view is going to look like here. So if you go to listings, you're going to go to, here we go, add and edit photos. So it's going to ask you for, oh, I can't go any further. So it's going to ask you for your MLS number. So you're going to put in your listing number, and then it's going to give you the option to upload a new photo or edit any of your photos. So that's why I really, really like Connect MLS, and it's really easy to use on your smartphones. Let me, reports is going to be the next icon. So this is where you can manage any of your reports. You could do an area market survey. You can customize reports here, property flyers. You also have your payment calculators and so forth. We have forms on the next section here. This is going to be your MLS Connect zip forms from Connect MLS, and then Bridge MLS here, and then your broker forms. So any broker forms, any forms associated with your broker will be uploaded here. So these will all be different for everyone. Won't have an admin button. And here's a smart bar. So I'm going to click on this smart bar. Once I click on that smart bar, you see it brings up my recent history. And so I did a cross property search. I did a search with an address. I did a search for a client. It gives you the date and the timestamp. This is what it will look like from your phone. So if I click within, it's still going to look the same. It just kind of squeezes it in, but you can still read it and see all of the information. So let's just say, like, you know, you're out and about. This is your listing. This is your listing, and you need to go in and make any edits or so forth. You could just click on your smart bar, click on listings, and it's going to bring up the MLS report. So it's going to bring up the last thing that you did associated on your within Connect MLS. Let me get out of the phone view here. Here we are. So all of that. This is really, really a neat tool. So then you, if you want to put in like, we do 142 Shoreline, you enter an address. As you type, it's going to start bringing up listings, agents, clients with the information that you put in. So we do like 142 Shoreline Court, and see it's bringing up all this information. I can type in my name, just giving you brief, like Carmen. So I have a client listing with that name in it. You can put in MLS numbers, what have you. You can do multiple MLS numbers. If you need to do a quick search for multiple MLS numbers, you can put, up to 5 MLS numbers. Just make sure that you separate those MLS numbers with comma. So the next section here, my listings and transactions. So this is the listings and transaction embedded system that I mentioned earlier in the PowerPoint presentation. Let me pull up. So any listings that you have within Connect MLS or Paragon is going to reflect here. Let me change my user so you can see what that looks like. Okay. So this is what it will look like here. So here's some, I use a test site. And so these aren't real actual listings. But here you'll have your listings. It'll give you the status of the status of these are drafts. This one says sold, the type, the address, the city, the price range, any agents that you have connected with that listing, the listing date, contract date, expiration, sold date. You can go in and edit these, or you can go in and delete them. The transaction management system within this is such a great tool. I won't dive in too far into this because this is an advanced class. I just want you to see what it looks like. So I'm going to click on this MLS number here for my first one and show you what that looks like. That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Let me go back in here because that's a draft. So it's gonna, I'll show you this one here, sold. Okay. This is what it looks like. This is the dashboard. So what I love about here, so here on the left side of the screen, it's going to show you the milestones. So it's going to show you the listing agreements, sellers disclosures, lead-based disclosures, everything here, and the status, whether it's pending or completed, home surveys, etc. Right here, it's going to give you tabs. So the first tab is all the property information, basically anything and everything on the MLS. The next tab over is participants. So you can add participants. You can add participants like broker offices, lender offices, attorneys, clients. You can add whatever participant that you want. So this is anyone that's going to be associated to your contract that needs access to it and manage it. You'll put here. You have your messages, any documents, services. And then you can see the history too, which is really cool. So that is my transactions, my listings and transactions. The next section here, my clients. So you'll have these thumbnail views of your client and a spreadsheet view. The spreadsheet view is going to tell you, it's going to give you their full name, their status, their type, whether they're a buyer or seller. It's going to tell you when their portal was created, so when you actually put them in the system. And it's also going to tell you the last time they logged into their portal. Okay, so let's go in. I'm going to show you Selena. Oh, before I show you Selena Gomez and give you a tour on that, let's go in and add a client. So I'm going to click on add. So anything with a red asterisk is a required field. So what you have to do is click on this little more details button here at the bottom of this box. Clicking on that, it's going to open up this box to give you more fields because there's more asterisks here. So you're going to want to give it their full name, select the type, whether they're buyer, seller, client, family, friend, investor, landlord, you name it. Their status, whether they're active, So you can change any, if you are done working with the client, you can change their status. If they allow for reverse prospecting, that is the required field that you need to put in there. And then you could put in, there's tons more information here, but those 4 are the ones that you'll need to put in. Once you're done, you just click on add, and then you automatically will have your contact upload in the system, and then they will receive an email that they have a client portal. So I'll show you what that looks like here in a bit. So I'm going to go into Selena Gomez. And here you're going to see thumbnails. Any automatic searches that she loves or gave it a heart, you'll see them housed in this box here. All the listings will be housed here. Any searches, CMAs, flyers, referrals will be here. You'll have your client information summary here. If you need to make any changes, you can click on that edit button. And just like on the home screen where you saw the client activity, you also see it here. This is just for this particular client only. So if you're on the home page, you're going to see your client activity for all of your automatic searches for all of your clients. But for when you go into Selena Gomez, you're just going to see your activity with her. To the right of this, you see your automatic searches you have running. You can go here to this little plus sign, new search, to conduct a new search. This isn't the only way to do it though, but this is just one way to do it. Here are my searches. You can edit any of these by clicking on the pencil. If you need to remove any of these, you just click on the little trash can icon and remove them. If you need to start a new CMA, you can do that here. Any flyers, referrals. If you want to refer a service partner, which is the next thing that we're going to talk about, this is where you go. I really get excited about talking about the portal because I feel like it just would make your job so much easier because it's uniformed, it's easy to read. And it just for me, it just makes you stand out as an agent because you can have your automatic searches running for your clients. You have your, communication right there, right in front of you. If you want to refer a service partner, you can just do that right here. Again, we'll talk about this next. But let me show you what Selena Gomez's portal looks like. So you have access to their portal to see what it looks like. So this is your view of their portal. It's what it looks like for you. So every client that you have in the system is going to have this little button here that says view portal. So click on that. And this is what Selena this is her dashboard. And so this is why I say, like, if, I know you're probably taking notes and so forth. I am recording this class. But for agent branding, for marketing purposes, if you want to make Connect MLS your system of choice, and I really highly suggest you pay attention to this part because this is where you could get your referrals from your client. So you have your refer a friend here button. I'm going to show you here in the next couple of steps how to do your agent branding in the system so that your client can refer you out to your friends and it's going to be your branded information, which is really great. Selena, so what I'm saying is that whenever you're working with the client, I highly recommend that you say, you tell them, you're going to get the email link to your client portal, use it because they can use it for so many things. You want to push them to the client portal because you want them to push that button also and refer you out to any friends. But it has a mortgage calculator. You want to make sure they just kind of stay off of Google. It'll have your contact information here as well. And then you can see right here, if she had any driving directions, any CMAs, any property reports, anything like that, those messages will be here. If you referred any service partners to them, it'll be housed here. So if, let's just say you set up a client in the system You don't have to wait for them to say, oh, well, do you know a good lender, or do you know an interior designer, or do you know this person? That you don't have to do that. As soon as you go in and set up your client, go in and start setting up your service professionals. And that way, when she logs in, or he or she logs into their portal, they're going to see all of the recommended service partners. And these are going to be reliable service partners that you've worked with. That they provide good service. They work well with you, and they're trusted. So I highly recommend you go in there and do that. Here are her listings. So she'll see this front and center. If she likes any of them, she can add a comment and say, yeah, I don't like this one, or I do. She wants to see it. You will automatically see that comment, and then you can comment back. Another thing is, she also has, and I say she because it's Selena Gomez, but your clients will have access within their portal to conduct their own searches. So this stops them from going on Google at midnight and, doing searches for, on their own. So you just click on search, or she or he will click on search. And within this search box here, they could put in their criteria, what they're looking for. And you'll see that these little thumbnails will come up of some of the listings. And what I like is, so this is where she can go and mark it as her favorite, or she, not interested, or she maybe, or has a comment. If she comments on this, you automatically get that comment. So she can say, whatever question or comment she has, she can comment on that. If she hearted that one, it's going to be in her little folder with her hearts. And then that way you can see, you'll get notified. So let's get back out of here. So then it kind of all makes sense. So right here, so this is back to Selena. So if she made a heart, you can go on the heart and you can see, oh, this is the listing that she wants. And you can contact the listing agent and try to schedule an appointment if she wants to go and see it. So that's pretty much the gist of that. I can go on and on. There's so much you can do with it. But let's go into service partners real quick. So I go into the next little button over. So these are your service providers that you work with. It's kind of similar to like a Rolodex back in the day when we all used to use Rolodex. So you see I have landscaping here, I have home improvement, other realtors or appraisers, inspectors, loan officers. So this is where you're going to go in and refer them. Well, you'll put them here. And then if you want to refer them out, all you would have to do is go to your client, click on your client's name. We'll go on the dashboard here, bottom right-hand corner, refer service partner. So refer service partner. This is going to give her or give you the list of service providers to choose from, and you click which ones you want to send. You click on it, click save, and it's automatically going to be saved within their portal. And I'll show you what that looks like again, just so I could kind of tie all of this together.
Hi, Carmen. So then when you put your client's name in there, they go into MLS, Connect MLS, and then they automatically get onto this page and they can use it for themselves.
Yeah, so actually,
do they need to log in and
yeah, so what's going to happen is, let me pull up an email, what it looks like. What it's going to happen is they're going to get an automated email from Connect MLS and you. So I'm going to show you what it looks like. Let me see. See if I could just give you an example of one that may. No, I don't have one in my email. I've deleted them, but yeah, it's real simple. So what they're going to do is it's going to come from Connect MLS, but it's going to come as you.
Yeah.
It's going to say your name. This is your link. Log in. Once they log in, it's going to tell them to set up their password. It's very user friendly. I wish I had an example to give you, but yeah.
I got it. I was just curious because like I just want to know how it works. That's all.
Yeah. Okay. So the next, here we are, the prospecting manager. So if you have any automatic searches, again, so you have them housed here on the home page. So right now mine are here in the bottom right-hand corner, but again, these widgets move. So you might have yours in a different place within your home page. You have them here, but you also have them here, your prospecting manager on this toolbar. So here's my Alameda. It tells me who the client is for this particular automatic search, running in real time, when it's created, when it's expiring. You can edit, you can delete it, you can conduct a new search here, and then your notification template. So I'm going to show you how to customize your notification template so that once you do your automatic search, automatically going to have your verbiage and your information that you want in these templates. But if you haven't gone into settings and done those, you can also do them from right here. And I will show you how to save a search here in a bit when we go into searches. So the star here, your favorites, this basically works like a shopping cart. So anywhere you're in, anywhere in the system that you're in, if you star anything and you highlight anything, it's going to be housed in this section here. CRS tags, this is linked to the CRS data. So you see here, you just click on this link, it's automatically going to take you to CRS data. As a participant for Bridge MLS, you get a free basic membership with CRS data. So you're going to get access to all of the property information. So if you need to look up any tax related research for any of your listings, you can do that by clicking on CRS stats. Tools and resources, just like it was on the home page here, you have quick links to some of our member products. You have your Bridge MLS rules and regulations and so forth. So when I talked about creating a new workspace, so Connect MLS allows you to, I'm just Xing out of, allows you to open up to 3 different workspaces so that it allows you to multitask. So let's just say, we're in, we're in here conducting a search. You get a phone call or you get pulled away from your computer. You need to look up something else and you don't want to stop what you're doing because, you're conducting a search. You can just click on New Workspace. And it's going to open up a whole new Connect MLS, fresh page. And let's just say you have to work with the client. Your client called and wanted in some information. I'm just playing around here. Clients here, and you have to go into Selena Gomez and you're wanting to look around. So just again, it allows you to multitask. You can have your clients tab open and then click on this one and go back and do your residential search. And you can have up to 3 of them working. And then they all, anything that you do in, in any of the web browsers, anything that you save, it will reflect. So that's really neat. And let's look at this help center here. So the place that I go to where I show anyone that takes my classes where to go. So there's several different topics here. Is to click on the help center. That's to me the go-to. So if you click on help center, let me make sure you guys can see that. Okay, here we go. So this is where you can go and you can click on online manual. And it's going to give you step-by-step instructions related to any of these topics. So getting started, how to navigate to the smart bar, how to enter and edit listings, reports, your settings, My MLS, conducting a search. So if I click on that, it's going to give you search overview, basic listing, adding and removing fields, area search. Like there's so many things here that you can choose. And it's going to give you step-by-step instructions with screenshots. It's such a neat, it's a really great tool. And that's the online manual. And then they also have video tutorials. Same thing, getting started, adding and editing listings, CMAs, reports, property search. And then these are going to be pre-recorded videos. And they also have webinars as well. But let's just say you want to do a quick search of their knowledge base. If you're going to go in there and you want to do like learn how to conduct a map search. I'm running out of time, so I won't be able to show you how to do a map search. So you would have to do is click on map search, and you're going to see a list of topics that you can choose from. So it's a really useful tool. I highly suggest that you go in there and check it out. Last thing before I show you how to conduct a search is, so I know we got a late start, so I have about 15 more minutes. If you guys have to drop off, I totally understand. I will keep training. I will keep going over everything according to my agenda, and then send you the video recorded webinar so that you can watch the rest of it if you guys have to drop off. But under your settings, it's going to be the last little icon you see here. If you don't have your picture updated yet in the system, it's going to be your initials. But so you click on settings. I'm sorry, you click on this last icon here. This is where you're going to find settings, and then scroll down to settings here. This is where I'm going to go over branding information. So this is a really important part, because this first thing that you're going to see here is my business card. This is only viewable by other Connect MLS users. This is not going to be viewable to like clients or anything like that. This is just like if, you know, another agent's using Connect MLS, this is what they're going to see, your business card with basic information. So this is not your agent branded information. Your agent branded information is going to be here under the personal information. So where it says modify my contact information and online business card, this is what you're going to click on. And I'll show you here. So anything with the red asterisk, of course, it's a required field, but this is where you can put in all of your branded information. You can put in your title, any languages spoken. So if you are, you know, bilingual, trilingual, please put that in there. You can do a primary and secondary email, and then any links to any of your social medias, your websites, YouTube channels, what have you, you can link them here. And then how you want your name to be displayed, your office information, your contact information, your business card setting. So what you want to be shown and what you don't want to be shown, and then just click save. So this is really important here. So make sure you guys go in and do that. The next thing you're going to want to do is, so that was modify my contact information. The next thing you're going to want to do is modify your resume and bio. So you click on that, and then you'll fill out all this information. This is where you're going to brag about yourself. You're going to put in your highlights. You're going to talk about the things that you know, all of your accomplishments and so forth. Okay. So I'd click save. And then you can upload your photo as well. Another thing for agent branding is your email templates. So if you click on your templates, this is where you can choose whether you want the system default for the initial messages, or you're going to go in and put your own templates in here. So make sure you go in there. And that really is it as far as agent branding that I wanted to show you in there. So let's go back to the home page. I'm going to conduct a search. So I'm going to go to the search button here, general search, click on residential. And just for time-saving purposes, I'm going to load in a previous search, but I'm going to go through all of these here for you so you kind of know what you see here on the screen. So all of these little fields here, these little boxes, there's information that you can put into there. You know, any, you know, client information, their criteria, so to speak. You can enter this information. So if you're someone that likes to look at the information, the data on the screen, but also like side by side with the map, you just turn on your map. So I'm going to click on this button here, turn on the map. So it's automatically going to give you the map view. And then as you enter your information, you're going to start seeing these are what we call listing pins. As you enter the criteria, you're going to see your listings on the map, and then you can click through or move the map around and so forth. I'm going to turn my map off though. Once you enter your criteria on the screen, on these fields here, you can, at that point, view the results on a map or view the results on a spreadsheet. So that's what these two buttons are. I'm going to show you how to view the results on a spreadsheet because I really like that spreadsheet view. So it has a lot of information on there. Based on your criteria, it's going to tell you how many matches. So right now, based on everything that I have entered here, we have 36,000 plus matches. This is telling you right now all of the filters that you've used, filters applied. So right now we just have residential, the status, and the data source it's pulling from. But as you enter the information in these boxes, you'll see that here, like a summary. Your searches here, the next little section here, these are all of your previous searches. So ConnectMLS will house, I want to say 15, the last 15 searches. And so if you're working, you know, with the recent search, like I'm going to do today, you just click on that search. It's going to populate all that information back on here, and then you can continue with your search. The next tab over next to previous searches is your manual searches. So any manual searches that you've saved. So these are searches that, you know, in areas that you search in often, you want to save as a manual search because these previous searches will delete after so many days. But if you are wanting to save it as a manual search, I'll show you how to save it here in a second. These are the ones that you can save as these are the ones that I have saved as a manual search, so I can either edit or delete or load into the system and run a search. And then also my auto prospecting searches are here as well. So you can find that here. So here's my Alameda. You can rerun it, edit and delete it. You can find it here in the prospecting manager or in your client's home page as well. So several different ways you can find a lot of the things here. So let's go in. I'm going to go to previous searches. I'm going to load this search here, I think. The last one I did. Yeah, has 2 matches. Great. I didn't want something with a whole bunch of listings. So right now it shows residential, all active rather, San Francisco. Oh, so sorry. I was just very curious to see, I saw an article over the weekend. This is interesting. So I saw an article over the weekend of a listing in, I forgot the area. It was in San Francisco, I've lost the name, but it was like $40 million or something. I was like, there's no way, I want to see what this looks like. So I pulled up listings in San Francisco and I did it $30 million price. So you'll get to see what I just looked at this weekend. Anyways, but yeah, let's look at that. There was 2. And it tells me the data sources it's pulling from. So even though I'm looking in the city of San Francisco, it's going to pull data from Bridge MLS, Contra Costa Bay East, all of these here. It also pulls from CLAW, CDAR, and Berry. So there's no need. I mean, at the bottom here of the screen, you can remove your data sources, but there really isn't a need. The more MLSs you have in this section, just the better chances of finding that perfect listing or perfect home for your client. So here you can select your class. Again, you can open up the map, search for your city. You just click in within that box and you put in your city, or you can type your price range here.
Hi, Carmen. Earlier you had the you scroll down and they had like Bridge MLS and it has Metro, those right there. What are those right there? It just pops up on yours. Do we have it too, or?
Oh yeah. So within the system, if you log in right now, you're going to see the same thing.
Okay.
See, you have access to all of these MLSs here. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I'm going to go ahead and click on, before I view the results, this is how, so if you want to save this as an automatic search or a manual search, what you'll do is click on, so if you have all of the information here, here's your summary right here. You're going to click on this button here, Save Search. So I'm going to click on Save Search. So at this time, let me make sure you guys can see it. Oh yeah, you can. Okay. So at this point, you're going to select the client. So someone that you already have in the system. If they're not in the system yet, you have the option of adding that client information at that time here by clicking on Add New. So I'm going to select the client. Let's do Selena again, because I think she can afford a $30 million home. And so right here, it's going to want you to give it a search name. So we'll say SF. Let's do 30 mil. I'm just going to call it 30 mil. So at this time, you can save it as a manual search, and you can actually remove it. You don't need a client name for a manual search. So this is a manual search that you want to save, and then you just click save, and then you'll have that there with all the criteria already saved, so you can load it and rerun your searches. But if you do want to run it for an automatic search, you would have to have a client name, and then click on automatic search. And then it's going to ask you all this information here. So it's going to ask you how many times you want to run this search. You can run it every day, once a week, twice a week. You know, you can run it on certain days. I always suggest running real time, so as listings appear. And upon saving, it's asking you how you want those to be saved. Expiration date, if you need to expire on a certain day, it's going to automatically expire in 180 days max. Here are your saving options too for when the search expires. If you want it to be deleted, send me a notification to rerun the search. So here at the bottom, this is the templates, the initial message. So right now I have selected the system default, and then as new and changed listings appear, this is going to be the message template. You can customize it too. So if you need to go in real quick and customize it for agent branding purposes, you can do that and then click save, and then it'll customize this report. But this is kind of what it looks like. I'm going to click on preview. So this is what it looks like. It's going to have the subject. So it's going to have your name in the subject, has sent a search for count for properties, and then it's going to have their name to consider. And it says, it'll say, Dear Selena, I found blah, blah, blah that match your requirements. Let me know if you have any questions. So when Selena gets this email, it's going to say this, but it also right at the bottom, it's going to give her a link to click on her client portal so that she can manage this conversation and so forth. So that's kind of what it looks like. Once you're done, you click save. I'm not going to click save here. And then it'll be saved under, again, auto prospecting here, or where I showed you under my clients or the prospecting manager. So we're almost done. Let's go in and view the results. And this is what it looks like on a spreadsheet view. It's this little thumbnail here is going to show you what it looks like on the map. So if you click on that, it's going to take you straight to the map view. It shows you the MLS number, the status, whether it's active, which we know because that's what we selected, the address, the city, shows you the days on market, the area, the listing price. Oh, look, 45 million. Building type, this one's detached. This doesn't show the square footage. Maybe it doesn't fit in the screen because it's like 10 million square feet. I'm just kidding. The bedroom size. Here we are. The year that it was built, acres, HOA fees, and then, so you know, Jimmy, how you asked earlier about the other data sources like MLS listings, you saw all of them there, the little blue boxes. So here on this spreadsheet view is the source. So it's telling you what source it's pulling from. So if it was pulling from like Contra Costa or MLS listings, you'll see it here. So it'll tell you what source it's pulling from, which is really neat. If you want to see pictures, you just click on this little camera, also virtual tours. And then this little information button, I really like this because it's such a helpful tool. It's going to give you additional information. So let's just say this listing here strikes your attention. You think it meets your client's needs. Click on this information and this is what it brings up. So you have, the listing address and so forth, the price, any associated documents that were available will be listed here, and then all these reports. So you can pull the property tax report automatic. So if I click on that, it's going to take me directly to CRS data. You can see the property tax information, the listing and property history, the RPR. You can do a CMA report. You can also look at the street side view, bird's eye view of this listing, which is really neat. So it's going to give you Google maps of that, virtual tours. If this was your particular listing, it gives you a link to edit that listing. You can print it, you can email it. So if you click on email and you want to email this to your client, it's going to email them the client-friendly version of the MLS. Okay, so you don't have to worry about converting it from agent to client. You can add it to your favorites. You have your payment calculator, driving directions. If you need to schedule a showing, you click on schedule a showing there for showing time.
Well, what's RPR?
Oh, RPR, that is, let me show you real quick. So it's just running like different, more reports.
Okay, yeah, just
more data. Yeah, you can pull up more reports. I haven't actually gone in and done my.
Is it like a termite report and things like that? Disclosure?
Yes, it'll have disclosure reports as well. Yeah. Okay. So, and what was I? Okay. So let's go in real quick. I'm going to show you what the report looks like. So from this spreadsheet, I'm going to click on the MLS number. And then this is what the MLS report looks like. So it gives you the overview. So it gives you all of the listing information, confidential remarks, listing price. It has everything and all your MLS information, schedule showing link as well, property overview, features, so syndication and so forth. And then at the top right-hand corner of the screen, client friendly. Click on that, and this is what it looks like for your clients if you're going to send it to your clients. Just kind of gives you what it looks like. Kind of takes out all the stuff they pretty much won't really understand anyways. It also has the information button within this MLS report. So if you click on the little eye here, it's going to give you the same information here. And if you want to change this report, so here to the right of the screen was the client-friendly report, but this is a full detailed agent report. So you have your report options here. So you can pull full detail with photos, legacy report. The legacy report is what, show you what it looks like. So it kind of looks like this. This is what the MLS report looks. You might be familiar with this one. Kind of looks like what the Paragon reports will look like. And then let me go back to full detail. And then you can click on this and it'll show you all the pictures. Let me see if you can see that. Oh yeah, check this one out. I was looking at it this weekend. I thought, oh my God, it's beautiful. So yeah, so you can look at all the pictures and so forth. But that really concludes today's class for Connect MLS. Stop sharing my screen. And do you have any questions?
Yes, I do, Carmen.
Yeah.
I'm just curious. I have a competitor that use some other MLS listing where it texts like the clients. Does this forward the information like self-search, like it texts it to instead of email? Would they be able to text the link, like the property link?
Yeah, let me show you. Let's go back into Connect MLS. Okay, so if let's go back into, well, I'm going to use the smart bar because we just had that search. So this is what I'm talking about. If you were conducting your business, you click within the smart bar, and this is what we just ran. View results. Oh, that one wasn't it. Let me go back this way. Let's do previous search. Okay, here it is. No, not that one. Why does it do? That's not what I just did.
Well, what I meant is this, Carmen. Like you have, I noticed you have your client is Selena, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you have her as a client, and she's a prospective buyer. And then you put in all the criteria, like she wants to live in Alameda, 4-bedroom, etc., etc. So when there's a new listing comes up, it automatically pops up into the Connect MLS. But then I was curious if it does forward it to her by text message as well, besides email.
Oh, text message.
That
Yes.
doesn't make sense.
Yes. So she'll just have to go in and set up her notifications. So let's go. Do you have time? I'm going to go in and see.
I have time.
Okay, let's go. Now, oh, sorry, I misunderstood you. Obviously, I don't know what I was doing. Let's go into her portal. Okay, Carmen, email, change password, no. Dashboard. Let me go into her client information. Let's look. Because maybe you. Lead source.
There's a phone number on top. You punch it in and it automatically send it to, or like mobile number and phone number.
Yeah, it has to do with how they want to be. Let me go into an automatic search. Maybe there's. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here.
Oh, I thought I lost you for a second. Okay.
No, I'm here. Notification template.
Let me see here. Because I'm wondering if you go in and save it as an automatic search, and if I'm looking to see where it would be to say how they want to be notified, whether it's through text or email.
Yeah, because I noticed like I have a competitor that sends it to my client as well.
Uh-huh.
And she has a leverage where every time there's a new listing, she gets it before I even, notify her
Really?
by text message. Just curious.
Okay. Yeah. You know what? I'm going to ask my boss. He's like the guru of all of this. So I'm going to ask him, because maybe it's not with Connect MLS. Maybe it's a different thing. Maybe, have you heard of HomeSpotter?
She used a different one. It's called prospect or something like that.
Because I'm wondering if we can, I think HomeSpotter is going to be something, because let me see here.
I could contact you and we could have more time. Let me try to get this all figured out, and then I'll contact you, and then let's go from there. That way it's easier.
Yes, absolutely. Okay, I think it's going to be HomeSpotter, but either way, I'm going to ask my boss. And then what's your email address?
Jimmy, Jimmy, fast, FAST, 007 at gmail.com.
Gmail. I'm going to shoot you an email with the information I come up with, and then you and I can schedule one-on-one. I can show you how to do it.
We'll do.
I want to help you do that, because I want you to help beat those competitors.
I'm relatively new here, so
yeah,
a lot of things
I'm here to help, and then maybe I learn something new, and then I can host a class, and you can co-host.
Thank you so much, Carmen.
Thank you, and I'll send out this the webinar here once it's uploaded into the cloud. So it'll probably be by tomorrow that I'll have it available to email it out to you guys.
So it's going to be emailed to us, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
I'll email you the link.
Carmen.
All right. Have a good day. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.